Hi guys, this is Liver here, and in this video I want to provide a step-by-step guide on how to get unlimited number of no RNG guaranteed Resplendent Sparks, which you can use to craft any or every Uber unique item for your character. Players have been aware of this method for quite a long time now, but I feel like I've managed to optimize it so that you can get your sparks as fast as possible. I've also put my recommendations into easy to follow bullet points so you can understand them clearly. Finally, if you have any suggestions or other ways of optimizing the route, leave it in the comments, and if we have enough tips and Blizzard doesn't decide to patch this method, then maybe we can have a part 2 of this video with even more improvements. And without further ado, let's go. I'm of course talking about the fact that the seasonal reputation and reward board involving the Iron Wolves and Wolves Honor reputation can be completed once per character, and the last cash you get from maxing out that reputation contains a Resplendent Spark. This means you can create a new character, max out the rep and get the spark, delete the character, create another, and then repeat. Sounds boring and grindy? Maybe, but some players prefer this instead of praying for Iron Jesus and Duriel to drop an Uber unique item. Besides, these optimizations make it possible to do the whole farm in as short as 4 to 6 hours. So let's go. Number 1. I suggest playing a minion necromancer as the reputation farming character due to its low maintenance, with skill and minion setup that follows the max troll minion necro leveling guide. If you decide to do this farm more than once, I suggest making the same class and spec multiple times. More on that later. Number 2. At low levels, when your farmer is slow and weak, it's really worth it to transfer aberrant cinders from your main to your alt. To do this, you need to move in the Helltide zone and log out with your alt, log in with your main, farm a high number of cinders, then log back to your alt, and you will have all the hundreds of cinders you farmed on your main. Then you can spend these to open all the tortured gifts in the Helltide. Number 3. Use your main to buy elixirs of holy bolts from the alchemist and send them to your farmer character. These are really useful on low levels where AoE damage is limited. Number 4. In the seasonal blessings menu, max out the Urn of Iron to boost your reputation gain. This should already be full if you've got a level 100 main character. Number 5. Farm the Helltide, and in particular the Helltide event with the Blood Maiden. If you see her being summoned, always go to the summoning site. If you see players hanging around the summoning circle, contribute baneful hearts to the summoning, but only if the other players don't do it. You will not get increased reputation from contributing to the summon though. Number 6. Stay in Word Tier 2 for the entire duration of the farm. You'll get sacred and ancestral gear from the reputation caches that the Iron Wolves give you, so open them as soon as possible because this gear significantly boosts your power. Number 7. Open the tortured gifts scattered around the map. On Word Tier 2, they each require 100 cinders to open and grant 120 reputation. Number 8. Use the trick of logging out and back while the Helltide Demon bar is decreasing. This will permanently fill your bar and result in a constant stream of monsters on top of you for much more cinders. Number 9. Temper your weapons with damage dealing affixes. If you've unlocked higher levels of them with your main, they will increase your damage substantially. Number 10. Imprint the Occult Dominion aspect on your amulet as soon as you get a rare or legendary amulet. Since imprinting is expensive, I do not recommend doing that for any other pieces of gear, since you'll be replacing them anyway. The Occult Dominion aspect, however, significantly increases your damage and survival by adding 3 skeletal warriors and mages. Number 11. Do the Necromancer class quest at level 25 to get your summoned golem. It boosts your damage once again by a large margin. Number 12. If your character feels strong enough, use Profane Mind Cages that you got from the Tormented Gifts to increase the Helltide monster level and the number of cinders dropped. This will considerably improve the number of chests you can open. Number 13. Lastly, when you complete the grind and have received your Resplendent Spark from the board, before deleting your character, put their gear into your stash and use this gear with the next Necro you're going to farm with. Eventually, you'll get extremely overpowered equipment which can one-shot Blood Maidens very early, making the reputation farm even faster. And that's it. These were my tips for farming Iron Wolf's reputation and Resplendent Sparks as fast as possible, as many times as possible. If you found the video useful, then a sub to the channel would be uber cool. Thanks.